Hi, I'm Good, and I'm here to show you my Critical Strike Discharge character. So, you know, since the new patch, they added in a change to Vol's Protector, so you get a power charge for each enemy you hit with a critical strike. And I thought it would be pretty interesting to make a character that utilized this new ability to quickly accumulate power charges, and then maybe, hopefully, didn't happen there, but hopefully get a critical strike when you cast Discharge. And then you can just cast it again, like that. And, you know, one more cast, bam, 5 more power charges. I can cast it again, except Freezing Pulse just one-shot that guy. That's kind of an issue with this build, is that usually the guys you're trying to kill will be killed by some other spell first, because you know, if you look at the damage numbers here, Freezing Pulse does 900 times 5, and Discharge does 4600. So you know, Discharge, it's slightly more effective than Freezing Pulse. It's fairly unmodified Freezing Pulse, just as, you know, Mana Leech and Life Leech. But you know, for Discharge over here, it's linked to increased crit strikes and concentrated effect. So, you know, it makes it, you know, crit slightly more often, so it might be slightly more reliable. Okay, I was trying to cast Discharge there, but it didn't have any power charges. Yeah, power charges. Didn't get any power charges. Did I get any power charges? I got some power charges, and they didn't really help out at all. So, you know, that's the build. If you want to make a guy like this, you know, you could kind of follow this skill tree here that I'll show in a second. Get rid of these tiny little mobs. So, you know, I went around the tree, mostly Depth First Plunge into it. You have to get some mana, obviously, because Vol's Protector is pretty bad. It reduces your mana by 50%, so you need to get some mana to mitigate that, obviously. Probably want to get Eldritch Battery too, or do something crazy and get like Blood Magic or some shit. I don't know. The choice is yours, really. But getting all the power charges really is necessary here, because with 7 power charges, Discharge becomes just as powerful as Freezing Pulse. So it's actually worth casting at that point, which is a surprise, really. Personally, if you make this character, I would not bother using something like, you know, Malagaro's Gloves to increase your crit chance, and instead use just the Lactonial Caress Gloves, because, you know, if you make a Discharge character, I would recommend against even using Discharge, actually. Because using Discharge kind of wrecks all your charge supply. So, you know, say you have endurance charges, and you're like, hey, I have slightly better defenses from that. And then you cast it once, and hopefully you'll crit, hopefully you'll kill everything, because the damage range with power charges is absolutely obscene. And, you know, you can crit guys and they don't even die. So, you know, it's, you know, that's what I would do if I made a Discharge character. Is, you know, just to equip Lactonial Caress Gloves and funnel power charges to your teammates. Because, you know, they're gonna be much more effective using any other skill than you will be with using Discharge. Alternatively, you can just freeze everything with Cold Snap. That's a solution. You know, it works pretty well. And, you know, it's a fairly effective way to do things. If, you know, you use a build like this, it can be pretty good. But, you know, Discharge in itself is pretty much just crap. Yeah, I don't know. It could be good if you had like 5 teammates who all happen to be using Conduit. Of course, since I started playing this game, I have yet to see, or I've yet to be part of even one person who uses Conduit, so, you know, hoping for multiples of people, that's kind of a high hope, I think. But I don't know, I don't think you should ever give up hope, especially not with a build like this. You know, because Discharge has a 50% chance to crit. So, you know, There, it critted. That means it was a good hit. I think it even killed the guy. So, you know, that's my Discharge character. I'm probably going to delete him because he's pretty much worthless at doing what I've made him out to do.